one thing that I've seen really develop is definitely in the performers too. The number of
Mm.
performers. When Red and I started out here, it was just me, Red, and just really a handful of guys.
I feel left out. You don't want to. You want to ask me that?
Also
Just
red.
Jay and
Also
Ryan.
red. Also
Yeah,
red.
yeah. They
We're
want
going
they
to.
re- Red, they want
Creating
it from
lines,
me
eh?
Yeah.
because I
Oh.
moved away when I was 1 year old, and so let me tell you about stand up in the Philippines.
Okay, so this is for everybody now. Ryan, red, anybody?
They're
Go
pitting us.
I
ahead.
mean, I think you guys go ahead because I was
Yes.
only there. I've only performed there that 1 year, and so I
Mhm.
don't know it. But I will say from the outside looking in, to see how much you guys have grown it, because you guys are really, I mean, from when I was there, kind of the founders of comedy in the Philippines, which is amazing. So I'm actually genuinely interested to hear how it's been for you guys, like growing it and what it's like out there.
Yeah. Red, why don't you take this one?
I think then Ryan is like the most. You have the most experience on both sides too. See
With
Ryan. Yeah, but
with
locally,
ah,
definitely. Yeah, but definitely locally. Um, stand up here is it's like a developing scene. So if you perform like say when JR was here before, like around 2013, 2014, uh this would have been like a very hard scene to perform at because people does not know how to behave yet in a stand-up comedy scene. Like so what you should work on is the tightness of your set because you don't want their attention to go away because Filipinos when they're not entertained anymore, like when they hear your joke and you're babbling after that, they'll start going to your phones or ordering drinks or talking to their to their friends, right? But now I think people are more aware of
Mhm.
how to behave in a stand-up comedy scene. I think it's because, not just us doing the shows here, but also you get see a lot of like stand-up comedy content on YouTube and Netflix. And it has risen in popularity too because of, uh Filipino comedians who brought it to the mainstream, like Joe Coy, JR, Rex, all those guys. I think we all contributed to I guess educating educating the very pinklawan term, educating the crowd on how to behave. Like recently I had like a baby crying in my show, and then if this was like 2014, people wouldn't know it's like a terrible thing to have or like why. So I started like doing jokes on the baby, uh like asking if the baby paid the ticket and things like that, and then when I came out with the clip, it was well received. If you came out with that like 10 years ago, people would be like, what did the baby do to you? Like they wouldn't
Yeah.
understand like why is it like a terrible thing to have a crying baby at a show. So I think it's very it's not more of like uh the Philippines having a different culture, but more of like it's just a scene that's developing. And I think in about another 10 years, it should be as close to where the States is at. Oh, yeah.
yeah, you're here. I agree with everything Red said. But to add something new, I
Yeah.
think one thing that I've seen really develop is definitely in the performers too. The number of
Mm.
performers. When Red and I started out here, it was just me, Red, and just really a handful of guys. And we would be the audience. There'd be maybe one person in the audience, but now it's just to see how it's grown. Like if you sign up for an open mic, there's like a waiting list, and there's going to be like 30 people on the lineup, and
Yeah.
like just as many people, more people in the audience. So there's really, you've seen that growth in the audience, like Red was saying, but also in the performers. There's a lot of people that are interested in it, and what I think has been really nice to see is you see so many different voices. Like, I've always, even like, when I started out, a lot of my stand up was really in English. And so, it's as I've, grown, I've found my audience, and, a lot of people with their own unique styles have just kind of found their audience. And it's just been really great to see, because, stand up is a thing you just like, you like enjoying multiple people, and you have like a handful of favorites, and I think that's building here. And to me, that's really exciting to see.